I think you're a fucking idiot, Brian, because you're going to sit here and tell me, Michael Rapaport, bring me on your show, Quiz It Forward, and say, oh, I started getting into Rocky at Rocky 3, and you want me to respect that shit? All right, go ahead.
This is Michael Rapaport. Michael Rapaport, he's a famous actor, comedian, and professional shit talker. And we have him on the show for Quiz It Forward today, and he is playing for...
PETA. I'm playing for PETA today.
PETA. He's playing for PETA. Those are the animal people.
Yes.
How many episodes of Quiz It Forward have you watched so far?
It's how many episodes have I not watched?
Yeah. So know at the beginning...
really, Brian, it's how many episodes has the world not watched is really the question you should be asking at this point.
I agree. So at the beginning, I always do a moment of nostalgia where I have I think back at a memory between you and I. And today's moment of nostalgia is the day we met. Do you remember where we met?
Was it at the Improv?
Yeah, you were... The only person I knew that you knew was Whitney, and I saw you on her podcast, this is years ago, probably 8 years ago, I feel like, 7 years ago. I don't know. It was before the pandemic, and I was like, oh, he's going to be at the Improv tonight, and I'm on the Improv tonight, too. So I got down there a little early, and you were coming down that hall, about to go into the showroom. I'm like, hey, dude. I'm Brian. I've been running shows for a while. Would you be down to give me your info? And you kind of just looked me up and down a little bit. And you're like, all right. And you gave me your number. And we've been doing a lot of shows ever since, dude.
A lot of shows ever since. And I will say this publicly. I appreciate the support you've given me from when I started doing stand-up. It is not something that I forget about, or that, putting me on shows early and giving me the confidence and just, asking me to be a part of it is something that I value very much.
I appreciate you, too. You always let me feature for you whenever you're doing clubs that I can get to easily or take a flight to, and I appreciate you also. So the way the game works is this is Quiz It Forward. We're going to do 10 trivia questions, and every question you get right, you get some money towards your favorite charity, which in this case is PETA. Yeah. So let's Quiz It Forward. I'm going to play the theme song. You could dance if you want.
Forward, take a spin. Charity is what you'll win. It's Quiz It Forward. This is it. You'll look real smart or dumb as...
Question number 1, and you get double points on this one if you don't need multiple choice. What is the national sport of Japan? If you need multiple choice, you'll still get regular points. But if you know it off the cuff, you get double points.
I need multiple choice, please.
Okay, it's either A, baseball, B, karate, C, sumo wrestling, or D, archery.
I'm going to go with C, sumo wrestling.
You got it right. Sumo wrestling is the national sport of Japan.
Yes!
Good start.
Yes!
And after each question, we do a little side chat. And this first one is, you were in True Romance, which was written by Quentin Tarantino, which is my favorite director. Was he on the set a lot? And if so, what was it like working with that dude?
He wasn't on the set a lot. He was on the set. I don't even know if he was on the set, but I know that he was definitely around when we were promoting it. I had met him beforehand. And, that script, this is when you couldn't email script. That script was, being passed around, from actor to actor and, agent to agent. There was just so much excitement on it coming off of Reservoir Dogs. It was also coming off of Natural Born Killers being made by another director, Quentin Tarantino film, Oliver Stone. So Quentin's awesome. He's everything you'd want him to be. He's so approachable and excited to talk to people about anything, music, film. And I've always had great conversations with him, and he's just, he's one of one. I mean, he's one of the great American artists.
Yeah, apparently he's only making one more flick, dude, which is kind of depressing to me. And he goes to the comedy shows a lot in L.A. So
have you ever seen him at the comedy shows?
I haven't, not yet.
I would be scared shit.
Dude, one time, real on the side here, I was on a show at the Improv at 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. was this show called Comedy Juice. And I took off right after the show at the 8 p.m. show was over. Owen Benjamin was on the fucking show. And next thing I know, I get home. He's posting photos of him and Paul McCartney in the fucking bathroom, dude. Right after I
Wow.
left. Yeah, I was so pissed off, dude.
At the Improv?
At the Improv, dude. Yeah, he's been to the Improv a number of times, but never the same night I was there and right after I took off. So annoying.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's quiz it forward for question number 2. You love hip hop.
Yes.
What does LL Cool J stand for? And you get double points if you can do this one without a multiple choice.
Ladies love Cool James. Give me
You
my
got it.
points.
You
Give me
got
my
it.
points. I don't need no multiple choice. Give me my points right now. I want all of them.
You
Stack
got
me
3
up.
points, and we're only done with question number 2.
Wow.
Nice, dude. All right. Speaking of which, who is your favorite rapper of all time or rap group of all time?
Man, that's a tough question.
I know.
I would say that my favorite rapper of all time is I gotta go with Nas. Nas. It's either Nas, Jay-Z. It could be Ghostface Killer. But today I'll say Nas.
Okay.
Nas is sick, and I'll go with my favorite group. I'll say, but since I brought up Ghostface, I'll go with Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay. Yeah. Those are good ones. Let's move on to question number 3. I like the Beastie Boys, by the way. I don't know if
Sick.
you consider that.
Yeah, they're sick.
Yeah. Number 3. In the game of Monopoly, what color are the properties Boardwalk and Park Place? The most expensive ones in the game.
Red.
They are blue, dude.
Fuck.
Sorry, but you're only on question number 3 and you have 3
Son of a
points.
bitch.
You're 3 for 3.
Can we fact check that? I knew it was either red or blue. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, man.
It's blue for sure, dude.
Fuck off, Brian. Go ahead, man.
All right. Side chat. You were living in California. Why did you move to New York? Or were you just here to film that Atypical show part-time and then you were living in New York full-time at that time as well? I just thought you lived here at the time.
I did live in California, and I've always had a place in Los Angeles since I'm 19. I never got rid of a place in New York, and I wanted to move back to New York full-time, and really the only way, because I have such roots in California, was to leave.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, I love California. I like California. I like the people. I love LA. I love performing stand-up comedy, specifically in LA, even more specifically at the Improv. But I'm not one of these New Yorkers who doesn't have great feelings and thoughts about LA. I think LA is dope.
Nice. All right, let's keep moving, dude. We're going to have a time limit on this one because, I mean, I'm going to give you 30 seconds on this. You might know it right off the bat. There's only one state in our country that has one syllable. What is it?
Maine.
You got it. Nice, man.
Wow. All
4.
those years of school, they said I was this, that, and the third, and I am proving them wrong right
You
now.
got 4 points, and we finished 4 questions. You're doing great.
And I gotta be honest, I could have answered that quicker, but I just like milked it a little bit for the dramatic effect.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I do put some music in there, some intense build-up music, and without the pause, it would be weird to just have it there for half a second. So that's good. This is the last one I'm going to ask you as a side chat about somebody else. But you were in a movie. I make all these Arnold Schwarzenegger videos, and I put them up on Instagram with Joe Gaudette doing the voice. You were in a movie called The 6th Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. What was he like?
Arnold Schwarzenegger was exactly what you would think he would be. He was very nice, very generous, extremely charming, and I had a good time working with him.
That's great.
He was very cool with me, and he's a very charismatic, charming, generous guy.
Nice. Yeah, I figured so. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. Let's move on to question number 5. You're a big Rocky fan. So I'm not going to make this one easy, and I'm not going to lie. I'm a Rocky fan as well, and I did not know this. So here's the deal. I'm going to give you double points again if you can answer this without multiple choice.
Man.
What is Adrian's maiden name? It's also Paulie's last name. If you need multiple choice, I'll give it to you, but I'll also tell you they mention it during their wedding in Rocky 2, and apparently they mention it in in Rocky Balboa after she passes, maybe something with Paulie.
Don't bring up when she passes, because you're gonna get me all upset.
I don't want to get you upset.
I need the multiple choice, please.
Okay, it's either A, Russo, B, Bianchi, C. Napoli, or D. Panino?
Panino.
You got it, man. Nice.
I knew I would knew it if I heard it because I know they mentioned. He goes, Adrian Panino, will you take Rocky Balboa? Because
Okay.
Got it, Panino.
Yeah, Rocky 2 wasn't my favorite, so I haven't seen that one as many times, and I know it's good.
You need to revisit Rocky 2. It's so good.
Yeah, it is. I remember watching it. I know Mickey was really good in it. Burgess Meredith. And I do recall that one. I just was more of a pop. I started at Rocky 3. As a matter of fact, the next side chat is, out of all the Rocky movies, which one is your favorite?
Out of all the Rocky movies, outside of Rocky, my favorite one is Rocky 2.
But you like Rocky 1 the best, really, though?
Yeah, man. Come on. Rocky 1 is a perfect film. Rocky 2 is damn near perfect. Rocky 3 is awesome. Rocky 4 is really good. Rocky 5, when they brought in Tommy Guns, I felt like it took a little dip. Yeah. But for the price of admission, the flashback scene with Burgess Meredith, get up, you son of a bitch! Because Mickey loves you.
Yeah.
It's one of the best. I mean, it's one of the best. It's one of the best scenes.
That scene will make me cry every time, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Like, every single time I watch that scene, it's the best scene of any Rocky movie, and it's the worst Rocky movie. That's the saddest part about that. That's just my opinion.
I agree with you.
All right, so this is I'm bringing back a segment I haven't had since the first couple episodes, where because you're perfect for this. So what we would do was we would make a fake fight, me and you, or me and whoever's on, and we would go at it for about 30 or 60 seconds, and we would use that as a clip later to get people to watch the full episode. But when they come to the full episode, they're going to see us talking about this right now. They're going to know it's planned. But if you only see the clip, it's going to look like a fight. So I was thinking you could tell me your favorite Rocky movie, and we've always respected each other. You know that. I respect you. You seem to respect me. And we are going to axe all that for about the next minute and tell each other what fucking idiots they are for liking that particular Rocky movie after we tell each other what our favorite.
Well, I think you're a fucking idiot, Brian, because you're going to sit here and tell me, Michael Rapaport, bring me on your show, Quiz It Forward, and say, oh, I started getting into Rocky at Rocky 3, and you want me to respect that shit? I'm not going to respect that, and I think it's disrespectful to me, knowing how I feel about Rocky, and disrespectful to your audience, and disrespectful to Rocky Balboa himself. So
I think that's hilarious, first of all, but I think that you're like one of these Oscar hounds who thinks that just because a movie won Best Picture, it is the best. And let me tell you, I watched Rocky 1. I went back after I watched Rocky 3. It's slow. Oh, dude. Let me tell you something.
It's
Rocky
slow?
3, Clubber Lang,
What's
Thunder
slow?
Lips.
What's
There's
slow?
nothing more entertaining than Thunder Lips and Clubber Lang.
I'm not saying that Clubber Lang and Thunder Lips are not fantastic, but don't come here and sit here and disrespect the entire thing. Yeah, do I have any?
I'm not disrespecting it.
You
I'm
are
not saying
disrespecting
Rocky 1
it.
isn't good. I'm saying Rocky 3 is better.
You just said Rocky 1 isn't good? Is that what the fuck you just said?
No, I said I didn't say that. What I said was Rocky 3 is better. It's faster paced. It's not boring as
How do I disconnect this shit?
No, fuck you, dude.
No, disconnect it.
No.
No, how do I shut the fucking sound off?
All right, that was good. All right, good game. All right, let's keep going. Question number 6. You are killing it so far, Michael Rapaport. What is the animated TV show that features Bob, Linda, Tina, Jean, and Louise Belcher? It's an animated show. It's on Fox after
King of the Hill.
Oh, man, I was going to give you more hints before you fucked up, dude. No, it's Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burger, right? Shit. You said the name in the name. Right, sorry. All right, I got that word wrong.
They're right here. All right. Side chat. You gave Donald Trump the nickname Dick Stain Donald Trump. I just have one question. Is a dick stain a stain that's on your dick? Or is it a stain that your dick makes? Every time you say Dick Stain Donald Trump, I laugh. And then I ask myself, what is a dick stain, dude? So here we are. Now I want to know.
Oh, man. That's such a deep cut, Brian. I have to save that for my next appearance on Quiz and Fart. I can't give you all the gold right now. I have to let you use. You know what? It flows. It could be whatever you want. It could be a stain on your dick, which I don't know how that would get there, or it could be a dick that or it could be a stain that your dick has left somewhere.
Yeah, so that's what my girlfriend assumed.
It's interchangeable.
All right, let's move on. Number 7, question number 7. This is a sports question, but it's a little tough, I think. At least for me it was. If a basketball player makes a shot in the wrong basket, what player gets credited for the points?
Man, I know it's not the player who made the shot. That's
It's an interesting one.
Is it like the team, or is it no credit? No credit.
So the other team apparently does get the points, but there is a player on the court that will get the points as well.
Is it the captain?
Is that your final answer?
No, because the captain might not be on the court. Is it
That's true. He might not be on the court.
the leading scorer of the other team?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, don't peer pressure me. Yes, that's my final answer.
Trying to help. It's the one who's closest to the guy who took the shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know, dude. I figured maybe this guy will know everything about sports, but oh well. You're still killing it, dude. You've got, I don't know how many points. We'll add it up at the end and we'll put it on the screen, but you're doing great.
Thank you.
Side chat. If God came down and said, Michael Rapaport, we are about to get rid of every sport except for one, and you get to choose which sport stays, which sport would you keep? I know you like all of them. Basketball over football.
I'm gonna go with football.
You're going with football?
I gotta go with basketball. I love basketball more than football.
There's also a lot more games per year.
Yeah, I gotta go with basketball. I'm gonna go with basketball. That's my final answer.
Okay, basketball.
I don't like your peer pressuring, because I said basketball and then you made me feel like I was not giving the right answer. Like, I feel like your peer pressuring could be really detrimental if we were dealing with more serious subjects.
I understand what you're saying, but don't let me peer pressure you. This is your show.
Okay, fine.
All right. Question number 8. In World War II, some soldiers used these for sex and also to keep sand and dirt out of the muzzles of their guns. What did they use for both of those things?
Socks.
Do you not want me to peer pressure you? How do you use socks?
I'm going to go with socks.
You use socks for sex?
Hey, listen, I've never been in war, man, but if World War II, you don't have the kind of lubrications and fun things you have now. Like, if you said to me, war now, they got all kinds of stuff you can play around with.
I'm not taking that as a final answer until I say one more thing. I'm not talking about something they have sex with, like, to pleasure themselves. They use them during sex, and they use it to cover the muzzles of their gun to protect it from dirt and water.
Use it during sex? Protect it from dirt and water? Bullets? Like, do you put a bullet up your keister to make your a
bullet doesn't protect the muzzle of a gun.
Man, I don't know, man.
It's a fucking condom.
That makes sense. I thought this was a trick question. I thought this was well, that's an obvious answer.
I'm sorry. I tried to make it obvious. All right, let's keep moving. Here's a side chat.
I said that's an obvious answer, and I was wrong on 2 of them. So it just goes to show.
Yeah, you're doing great. No, don't worry about it. And we're already on question 8. So this is the side chat for question 8. Have you ever used a condom?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I hate them.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
no one's to quote in Rocky. Rocky 2, since we talked about the marriage of Adrian and Rocky, his loan shark guy, the character's name is escaping me, Gazzo, he goes, I'm going to invest in condominiums. And he goes, I never used them.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut for people, for the Rocky heads out there.
Yeah. I heard he got fucked over for Creed 3 or something. Like he wasn't invited back, and he didn't have the rights to be involved.
The producers. I heard.
All right, question number 9. Eddie Murphy has 2 big stand-up specials. What are they called?
They are called Delirious in the red suit and Raw in the blue and black leather suit, and they're epic. And Eddie Murphy he's the guy.
I wish he would complete that trilogy. Apparently, he was going to before the pandemic. They were offering him $75 million at Netflix, and then the pandemic came, and he just decided he's not going to do it. Sucks, man. Arsenio does my shows, and he was like, when he starts, I will bring him to your show. And I was like, oh, and it never happened. And I'm
surprised he just doesn't even pop in. I'm sorry he just doesn't pop in like on a whim. Like, I'm just going to go up and pop in because, I mean, I saw him doing press for his latest film, and he was telling a story about watching Beyonce give Jennifer Hudson lotion for her hand. Like, and it's just a little story. He goes, I was just watching. This is a memory that I have when I was doing Dreamgirls. And Eddie Murphy is just so charismatic and brilliant that the way he was telling this story was he's just unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a natural. His natural persona is just so hilarious, and he's just meant for that sort of thing. But
man, that would be sick if he just popped in, though. Like, see, that's the way he has to do it. He has to pop in.
Yeah,
especially now at the Improv that they're taking phones away. Just pop in.
Yeah, I told Arsenio, I'm like, we wouldn't have to advertise him. Just let him come in, do 5 minutes if he wants. Like, we'd be so happy. But yeah, not yet.
Yo,
Hopefully.
If he came into the Improv or he went on stage somewhere, people, it would be like orgasmic. Like before he knows that. Like that would probably be like one of the reasons why he never came back.
Yeah.
Because people would literally fall down to see him on stage in a comedy club.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've had some cool special guests pop in, but never Eddie Murphy.
Who was the coolest, or who were the top 2, 3 coolest out? Like superstars.
Seinfeld popped in twice. Louis C.K. I love Louis C.K. Man, he's so good. You don't like him?
Of course, I love Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Louis, I remember one show you did. You booked me. It was like myself, Nikki Glazer, Louis C.K., and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I'm not, and I think I said, I'm not going on after Louis C.K., man. Like, I think you had me like, I was like, I'm going on before him and leaving. I don't want him to see me because, like, I mean, but like when like some of those nights at the Improv, the shows that you do, the lineups are so ridiculously incredible that it's just, as a fan of comedy, like, it was like Nikki Glazer, love her. Sebastian Maniscalco, love him. And it was Louis C.K. And I was just like, this is nuts that I'm even here.
Yeah. I actually had him on twice. And one time he sat in the back where I keep my little camera and record my set secretly. And when I was done, he told me I was funny, which was one of the highlights of the year for me. And I heard him laughing on my camera afterwards when I was watching the video back. So I was like, oh, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, he's fucking sick.
And also, Amy Schumer's popped in a few times, and I know a
She's
lot of
sick, too.
people. Yeah, I know a lot of people give her crap, but her first special. I mean, I've watched all her specials. I like her. I've seen her live at like the
natural born comic.
Yeah, and her first special is one of the ones that just makes me like. It inspired me to be like the way I think she has a similar sense of humor to me, like the same level of dirtiness, the same level of like. It's just I just really like her, and I think that people give her a hard rap, and it's bullshit. But
yeah, they give her a hard rap online. You see her in person, you're like, this is why she's Amy Schumer. It ain't no accident. Like she's fucking talented.
Yeah. All right, we're on the final question, and this question, as you know, since you've watched so many episodes, it has to do with you. The final question is always about the contestant, you. So here we go, and I'm gonna give you double points on this one if you remember this shit. The first credit listed on your IMDb was a part in a TV series called China Beach. What was the name of your character?
Damn. Can I get a multiple choice for this, man?
I will give you a multiple choice. Single points then.
Fuck. I won't know the character, but I know that show. I know the time very well. I remember it. It was like losing your virginity to get that first part in as an actor. Give me the multiple choice.
Okay. His name is either Smith, Kravitz, Jonesy, or Bonaducci.
Kravitz.
You got it. Kravitz is correct. Single points on that one. Good job, man. Yeah, dude. How long ago was that? What was that? The 90s?
1991.
Damn.
Crazy. And I'll tell you a cool story. I got that performing at the Improv. I did like 5 minutes, and the casting director's name is John Levy, was at the show. I was doing like 5 minutes, and his son was like, "You should bring that guy in to audition for China Beach."
Oh, wow. Do you think that your career would have still been the same as if he didn't see you at the Improv that night, or do you think that's
it's all lined up. It's all meant to be.
Okay.
And yes, I mean, I no, it wouldn't be the same because China Beach wouldn't have been my first thing, and
right.
You don't know what like I believe in that stuff, but I was performing at the Improv in 1991, and not a great act, but I was 21 years old, and I went in and I did an audition at Warner Brothers. And, which was a huge deal. Like, this is like when you get on, like, I was like from New York, I'm like, yo, and I'm on the lot, and there's like posters for Batman. I remember like Jack Nicholson posters, and you're like, holy shit. And I auditioned for China Beach, and then I got it.
That's awesome, man. I actually noticed your second credit. I think it was your second credit ever. Was the third base bit video? Were you the doctor or some shit? Like
no,
the cactus video?
I wasn't in a third. Am I? Is there an IMDb credit?
If you scroll all the way to the beginning of IMDb, Michael Rapaport. I'm not going to do it right now, and I will. When I put this up, I will edit whether I'm right or wrong. But I'm 90% sure it said there was a cactus video, and they spelled it VIDEE and then yo, like YO or something like that. It was misspelled on purpose.
And I'm in the video?
It says you were the doctor in the cactus video.
That's crazy.
And then I think I agree with you because I actually was going to use this as a question, and I went to watch the video, and I didn't see your ass. I saw, what was his name? The guy who, oh man, God damn it! What is his name?
Well, it's MC Search, Pete Nice.
No, the little short guy who played the parrot in Aladdin, Gilbert Godfrey. He was in it,
right?
And he was the patient. And then there was this doctor who was like a tall, thin guy who looked like Christopher Glovin from fucking Back to the Future. And I'm like, that ain't Rapaport, I don't think. I mean, it's been a long time, but
that's crazy. I got to check that. I never even heard that. But shout out to third base. Shout out to the late great Gilbert Godfrey. Talk about funny.
Oh yeah. I remember the first time I saw him was in the fucking Andrew Dice Clay movie, Ford Fairlane. I was like, damn, this guy's fucking cool.
Yeah, he was a funny guy.
Yeah. Did you know him personally?
I hung out with him. Everybody knew Gilbert, man. He was awesome. He's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember being at parties with him and, like going, just hanging out with him. And, he'd just have you on the floor. He was just a pisser. Like, he was just funny.
It's just different when you're an LA comic. You just don't run into these guys, when you do both coasts, so you have the benefit of running into all these dudes, and especially New York. So the final side chat was it just has to do with your auditioning, basically. Back then, that was when you started out. Was there a lot of shit auditions that were just depressing that you couldn't make it through at first, and then basically, would you say that your path was easier or harder than most successful actors?
I think my path was easy compared to a lot of actors. I was very lucky, very early. And, for me, auditioning always was like a key, having the key to get into the kingdom. So if you just being there was a big deal. And, when I would audition, obviously it changed so much after the pandemic. They have a Zoom or a Zoom meeting. I still haven't done a Zoom audition, but up until the pandemic, you'd go in there and you'd have that moment, whether you get it or not get it, you'd still have that moment, and that's the thing that I remember the most was the moment, because every single time I went in there was like a shot, and most of the time you don't get it, but the shot was part of the fun, even the ones you didn't get. It was part of the good times that I remember.
Yeah, and actually, after the Eddie Murphy question, there was another side chat I forgot to ask you. You've been doing a lot of comedy shows. You have a lot of comedy shows coming up on michaelrapaportcomedy.com. If money was not a factor at all in the future of any endeavors that you took, which is more fun for you, acting or stand-up?
Man, that's a good question. Shit.
I know they both have their pros and cons.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, I mean, like the last show that I did with you at the Improv last week, I was elated to do it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and every day on a set is an elation, but every day on a set is special, and I don't take it for granted. It's hard. It depends. You know, when you're acting in a film or a television show, there's so many factors that you're not in control of as a hired actor.
Right.
When you're doing stand-up, you're in control of everything.
Yeah.
Whether it goes good, not good, whether the crowd is with you, not with you, whether your energy is good, not good, and so many of the other intangibles. So it's hard to say, you know, but I tell you, when they're both going good, it is the same feeling for me. There is this sort of, you know, you get into this flow, you know, even if it could be for a minute, it could be 90 seconds, you know, it could be just one take on a set. It could be, you know, one, you know, period on stage, you know, and I think that that's what we all strive for, is that sort of, you know, heightened reality. It's a thing that, you know, artists or athletes, or I think a lot of athletes are like artists, that you try to achieve, and you can't really plan it or premeditate it, but when it happens, you remember it. And I think, you know, when it's not happening, you just have to go to being a pro and being prepared.
Yeah. Nice, dude. Well,
That was a pretty good answer.
yeah, it was a really good answer. And I just want to thank you for coming on and taking the time to do this little show. And I'll add up the points and I'll put it on the screen. I'll put your social media on the screen. I'll put the PETA website on the screen. And I appreciate you doing Quiz It Forward, man. And let me know when you're in LA next, and we'll do some stuff.
Absolutely, Brian. I appreciate you having me. I played, I prepared, I did as good as I possibly could, and I'll be back to play Quiz It Forward. It was a pleasure doing it.
Thanks, man. Okay, here are screenshots from the donation website for PETA and the email confirmation. And as you can see on both of those screenshots, I'm a hero.